Hi, this is J.T. I'm the House Republican Leader, and this is my weekly review. Today is Fiscal Committee cutoff, and next week is going to be nothing but House floor action. It's the time of the session when the big bills come to the House floor, and it's also a time when our members, with your input, really have an opportunity to shine. They're going to be sharing their values, they're going to be sharing their priorities. They're going to be fighting hard for the priorities that they have heard from the people that they represent. Now, I want to be realistic about this too. We're the minority. We're going to lose when it comes to the vote in most of these issues. But along the way, we're going to hang amendments and we're going to make it harder for these bills to pass in the Senate when we make good points. And I promise you, we are generally going to win the debate because we're good at that. And I'd like to highlight a few of our really good members, some of them new, some of them old, wily, experienced politicians. First, a freshman, Jenny Graham. Her priority is making sure that victims' rights are represented, and she comes to that from deep and painful personal experience. Next, Chris-Gildon and my seatmate, Andrew-Barkis. Common sense in affordable housing is among their most important priorities. We have Matt-Shea and Richard-debolt, and they are dedicating this session to bringing balance and common sense to environmental policy. Michelle-Caldier, Gina-Mosbrucker, and Dan-Griffey. These are people who passionately believe that they are here to help those who are among the most vulnerable in our society and make sure that they can't be victimized again. Tom-dent, a cowboy from Central Washington who is one of the most effective advocates for kids, your kids and foster kids as well. Joe-Schmick, an old friend of mine who is pushing hard on preventing further government intrusion into healthcare, medicine, and making sure that we don't end up with an even more expensive public option. Representative Mary Dye, who is fighting for rural broadband in the most effective way that you can imagine, and she's been doing this since long before the governor started talking about it. Ed-orcutt from the 20th District. Ed is a passionate believer in the free enterprise system and wants to make sure that you have the opportunity to hang on to your dollars instead of sending them here to Olympia. Morgan-irwin, one of the brightest people in our caucus, one of the youngest members as well, and he's fighting hard to protect your Second Amendment rights and all of your other rights. You should also know that Morgan is a Seattle City cop. Jim-Walsh, the most effective speaker in our caucus, and his issue is all about protecting the economy, jobs, and opportunity in our coastal communities up and down the whole coast. Drew-Stokesbary, probably the most talented budget writer in the House right now. He's a lawyer and the new ranking member on House Appropriations, and he's all about government accountability and making sure that we are as responsible as possible with your dollars. And leading the charge in floor debate this year is the new floor leader, Jacquelin-Maycumber. And I'm really looking forward to opportunities for her to be featured in our debate because she is smart, determined, and I think will kill some bad bills all on her own. So please stay tuned. Please share our social media posts and stay involved. Your voice matters, and we're listening. Thanks, everybody.